Hex Gaming Phantom is one of the best controllers you can get for the PlayStation 5, and now it's even better with the no stick drift Hall effect controller, and we've got it in this box right here. We're going to check it out today. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. We did a review already on the Hex Gaming Phantom controller, and it was a phenomenal experience. There's so much to like about the Hex Gaming Phantom controller, but at the time, the only option was the standard controller. But that all changed with the recent release of the Hall effect Hex Gaming Phantom controller. Now, for those of you who are saying, well, what is the Hex Gaming Phantom controller? Let's walk through some of the features really quickly, and then we'll jump into an unboxing and see if there's really any difference. I'm suspecting no, but we'll have a look anyway. Now, Hex Gaming started out on a mission. They wanted to get really immersed in the game that they were playing, but what they quickly found out was that the best combination of buttons and layout style for one game just didn't suit another game. You had to have trade-offs, and that is true in so many ways. There are a couple key factors that really play into what makes a great controller. But if you go and ask the first-person shooter crowd, they're going to tell you some specific things. Now, as a first-person shooter gamer myself, not a very good one, so don't, pick on me for not being good at the game. Clicky triggers. I love clicky triggers. Adjustable height thumbsticks. I have to have adjustable height thumbsticks. Mecha tactile buttons. I turn all rumble effects off, so I don't need a rumble option on my controller. But if you go and talk to the immersion players, you talk to the guys who are playing the story-based games, and if you hand them a controller that has clicky triggers and adjustable height thumbsticks and no rumble, they're going to have a totally different experience, and they will not love that controller because they love having the adaptive triggers. They want to have the haptic feedback fully on so that they can feel the immersion of the world that they're exploring. And it truly is a game changer. If you've played PlayStation 5 with an experiential type game, you know that the combination of the adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, it is awesome. So why would you want to get rid of it? Well, because sometimes you don't want it. But the folks at Hex Gaming decided, why not have it all? But that didn't exist in any other controller until these guys came out, and they've come up with some really clever solutions. We're going to explore exactly what those solutions are on the new Hall effect joystick, because I'm really excited to show that to you guys. So without further ado, let's just go for an unboxing, and I'll walk you through all those extra features. I'm going to move this guy out of the way. This is the standard Hex Gaming Phantom controller, okay? Remember what it looks like. You can tell I've been using it because the white thumbsticks are a little bit dirty from my ugly fat thumbs, okay? Now, here is the Hex Gaming. Customize your victory. This is the standard packaging box. Very unassuming. It's just a reflective Hex Gaming logo on there with a black box. Not much to see there. But when we open it up, we're met with another black box. When we open that up, another black box. That's it. Yeah, there's a box inside a box. Oh, and inside this case, what we find is what we really were after. And, oh man, I'm so excited for this. Those of you who have been looking at the 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 controller and were unable to get one because they're all sold out everywhere. I mean, this is not a PlayStation 5 30th anniversary controller. It is gray and it looks really good. But let's look at what else is in here. There's also this little case. Inside this case is all of our adjustable height thumbsticks. Now, this has so many options, and they're packed so tight in there. Now, this is something that does not come with the other kit, and we'll look at that. It does come with these guys as well. These are stick stops. I've never used them. I don't know if you like them, but I haven't used them myself. And we've got a very, very high quality. This is about a 10-foot long USB cable. And that is everything that's inside the box. And what you would have noticed is we have 8 different thumbstick options, starting with these super duper fat thumbsticks. Gamso. Are you paying too much for Netflix, Spotify, Disney Plus, Crunchyroll, Duolingo, Canva, or Adobe? Gamso has you covered with premium shared subscriptions for a fraction of the price directly from the distributor. Yes, Gamso is the shared premium experience that you've been looking for that saves a ton of money. I personally use Gamso for my Netflix, my Spotify, my Disney Plus, and my Crunchyroll subscriptions, and I have saved tons of money by switching to Gamso. Switching to Gamso is as easy as clicking the link in the description or up in the title card, which will take you to the main Gamso website. Select the services that you're looking for and buy them. But to show you how easy it is, we're gonna take 30 seconds and we're gonna sign up for Netflix. So we've clicked the affiliate link and I'm gonna click purchase now on Netflix. Now we have an option to buy 3 months or 6 months. I'm gonna buy a 6-month membership. I'm gonna say activate auto renewal because you don't wanna miss out anyway. Now in my case, I only need one profile. That means that I get one of the 5 included shared profiles with my Netflix account and I can install it on one device in my home. Do you have multiple devices in your home? You might want to switch to the 5 profiles option, which also unlocks multiple devices so that you can use all of your profiles across multiple devices. But in my case, one profile is plenty. Now, this is the most important step. It's gonna say, do you have a promo code? Yes, I do. And the promo code is GEARS. We're gonna apply our promo code and it's gonna say, this is a valid promo code. We're gonna click to go to payment and then we're gonna enter in all of our details. This is a one-time payment of just $21.26. That is crazy cheap for premium Netflix on one device with one profile. I'm going to pay now. I'm gonna enter my credit card information and that's it. Once you've paid, you get immediate access to Netflix and it's as simple as logging into your Gamso account, getting the username and passkey, and then going to legit Netflix. Now it's gonna immediately say, well, who is this? Now I am account number 3, Gears and Tech, and it's gonna ask for my PIN code because I locked this down. Once I have my PIN code in, now instantly I am in the full premium Netflix experience. This gives me HD Netflix, I can download it, and it's that simple. And it works the same on all your other favorite streaming platforms. This is truly an amazing deal, you don't wanna miss it. Click the link down below to grab your deal. 2 tall ones and 1 short one that match so you can have offset height thumbsticks or both tall thumbsticks. We've also got the mushroom top thumbsticks. These are reminiscent of the DualSense Edge controller, but you don't want that, even though you think you might. If you did want it, you can have those dome topped thumbsticks. It's also got a short standard top thumbstick and the short dome thumbstick. Now for me, I've been rocking those mushroom tops just because they're a little bit more accurate in that layout. So those are the ones that I'm going to test for the purposes of this video because this is the layout that I use. More about this in just a few moments, but let's walk through some of the other features of the Hex Gaming Phantom controller, starting with my favorite feature, and that is this. You remember when I said that gamers have to choose. Do you want clicky triggers or do you want adaptive triggers? Well, with this little slider here, right now I have full adaptive PlayStation 5 triggers. These are exactly the same as what you get on the DualSense Edge and the DualSense controller. So if you're happy with the adaptive triggers of the DualSense controller, this is exactly the same. But when we slide this little slider over like that, and this one over like that, there's actually a mechanism inside here that slides in front of this trigger and it turns it into a micro click short throw trigger. Let's look at this. That's activated right there. Full trigger stop, super, super precise micro activation. The big difference between having this mechanical slider and what the DualSense Edge offers. The DualSense Edge offers a adjustable stopper that just stops this in a different position, but it does not add that tactile click. You guys can hear that? which makes it just a much more extreme positive solution. So all of you guys that are running your competition first-person shooters in controller matches, you're looking for these Omron-style short throw clicky triggers. But when you're ready to play the latest Spider-Man game, Horizon, or any other game than Star Wars games, all of those, you click those over and you get the full adaptive triggers, just like you would with every other controller. So you get the full immersion. This does come complete with the full haptic feedback motors, which can be turned on or off. They're in there, so they'll work if you need them, or you can shut them off if you don't. There's 4 mappable back buttons, which you can toggle through different profiles using this button right here, and couple that with the extremely cool looking front face. What's not to love about the Hex Phantom controller? But there's still one special catch that this one adds that even that guy doesn't have. And that is behind here, this little tab opens up. If we pull this open, what we find behind here is this tiny little plug-in port. And it curiously looks like this little thing would plug into that. So let's have a look. First of all, I had a concern about these cables. Now these cables are cool inside a electronic device where they're not going to be bothered. But as an end consumer, I'm just not sure I like the idea of having to try and shove this thing inside here. But this will plug into here. And then it plugs into here somewhere. See, my eyes aren't good enough to even know where I'm sticking this thing. And then what this little guy does here is this allows you to recalibrate the Hall effect sticks. Yes, if your sticks did get drift, or they were just slightly offset from the start and something wasn't quite perfect, you can recalibrate your 0 point using this little controller-like device to recenter your controller. Now, that's especially handy because inside here are Hall effect sticks. If you have not heard about Hall effect sticks, you probably have. But if you haven't, they use magnetic pickups so that they are 0 resistance, 0 contact, and they will never, ever, ever develop stick drift. That's what they say anyway, and I have never heard of a case of somebody getting stick drift with a Hall effect stick. So those of you running your DualSense Edge who are saying, yeah, but we can just swap out the module. Yes, you can, if you can find one. Modules are apparently quite hard to find, and they'll cost you about $25 to swap that out when you develop stick drift. This one never gets stick drift. So all you need is one of these, and it does everything the DualSense Edge does, and better, and it's way cooler. But how does that compare to the standard Hex Gaming Phantom controller? It has the same front port, but the difference is when you pop the white one open, what you're met with is 4 screws. So those are adjustable turning pots that allow you to turn them to adjust your 0 point back down to dead center. So they are centerable, they are adjustable, but as you start to develop drift, they call this drift fix, which allows you to dial that back down to 0 and fix your drift for a certain period of time. Eventually, the controller will probably wear out, and eventually you would need to swap out those analog sticks with Hall effect sticks or with just factory replacements. It's possible to do. It's not something that you probably really want to do, but this certainly buys you a lot more time. But if you're worried about it at all, this one is the solution that you want because it will never, ever wear out. It is a little bit more money, but not much more money. So I'm super excited to have one of these to try and just see if it's the same experience or if it's slightly different in any way. Now this has all the makings of my new favorite controller. I love the color, I love the feel. It's been a really great controller with the non-Hall effect sticks, so I have no reason to believe that this will be any different. If you're interested in grabbing one, I will put a link in the description with a discount code that you can use to get a bit of an extra break on the price, even though the price is pretty attractive, which this guy is listed for about $249.99 US dollars. Again, link in the description to grab one for yourself. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. I will make another video showing you specific features if that's what it takes, or I am very active in the comments. I'll answer your question, or maybe you guys can pitch in. Maybe you already know the answer and you can help out a fellow community member as well. I want to know what you think about this. Tell me if there's anything I missed, and I hope to see you again.
Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech.